Hey everyone, Ryan here from the Barbecue and Brews Show, live from Meatstock in Melbourne with Wayne from Basketcase Gourmet. Now Wayne and Kate have been making some amazing rubs and glazes and sauces, and I've been using it for a couple of years now. Yeah. So I'm really excited to have a chat to Wayne and pick his brain on how everything comes together, because he's all across it. So Wayne, give us a little bit about tell us about yourself, and then a little bit about Basketcase Gourmet and how it came about.
Yeah. So Basketcase probably came about 10 years ago. Kate was diagnosed with celiac. We used to, she's a foodie, she's a chef. I'm a baker by trade. I don't do it anymore, but I'm a baker by trade. So we're always out and about, and she couldn't really find the sauces and the rubs that were not gluten, had gluten. Yeah. So she was like, well, I'm going to make it myself. So it's sort of, she was in the corporate world. She was doing a bit of a side hustle. Yep. We ended up starting friends selling it, buying it, stuff like that. And then it was like, well, this is actually going to be good. So she got out of the corporate game, and yeah, she started it. The name came about because we were juggling literally her job, my job, family, everything going on at Christmas, and then it was like, you'd have to be a Basketcase to do this.
I love
the name, and it stuck, and it fits us so well. We're a little bit crazy, but yeah, so that's sort of where it all stemmed from, and then obviously it's grown from there, and it's going really good at the moment. Yeah.
No, that's unreal. And I mean, you've got a bunch of flavors, right? I was checking out the stand there, and even when I go to your website, I actually get lost in your website because I'm just like, oh my god, where am I? Am I in the glazes? Or am I in the sauces? Am I in, so. What was the first couple of? The first
like when we sort of went out to do our first market, we had like 6 sauces. It's funny, I saw a photo the other day and I was like, wow. I think we did a balsamic fig, we did our grilled meat glaze, sort of just did our traditional sort of ones, and then it just snowballed from that. And Kate's amazing. Her flavours and her knowledge is just, so I'm sort of more the logistics and the muscle, and she's got all the flavour things, and she's always thinking of different things. Can I do this? Can I do that? Like lemon ketchup, she pulled out, and I was like, no way, no, we're not doing lemon ketchup. Lo and behold, labels are printed, lemon ketchup's on the way, and we'll sell it to fish stores. Heaps of stores are getting it. It's really good on fish, but I was just like, nah, it doesn't work. No. She understands that obviously from her trade, and and now we're at.
How many?
I think we're at about 28 sauces, and we've really gone heavily into the rubs at the moment. I think we're up around the 30 rubs with salts and stuff as well. So we did a few for this show, some special ones, rub for ribs and sort of that sort of thing. The rubs are really, really going well.
No, that's unreal. And look, it's one of the things. So I mean, I think I stumbled across Basketcase, I don't even know where, but I happened to get there, and then just came across it and I started using it. What I love about your glazes is that they're not sweet. No.
So we don't add sugar to all our hot sauces. We don't add sugar to. We use apple juice and stuff like that. But we don't add water. It's all gluten-free, preservative-free, dairy-free. So it's all what's in there's good.
That's
it's
awesome.
All solid.
And that's I mean, and I must admit, because like you kind of get over having sweet glaze. So to actually get actual savory glaze is great. I mean, I think I used the pomegranate glaze on a couple other things recently, and it was fantastic. We're glad to get a photo bomb. Yes, hey. This is a live interview we're doing here.
Oh, you're doing a live interview. Yeah, guys, how you going? Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
This is Shannon Walker from. So that was Shannon crashing in, but look, So and the flavors are good. So I mean, the pomegranate glaze, I wouldn't even think to buy it. And I think Kate popped it in as like, here's a little extra, just try it. And I'm like, okay, I'll give it a go. And I just mix it up, and I put some chimichurri over the top of it, on the ribs. And I was like, what the hell is this? It was so good, right? So really, like, I love the flavor sets you guys create. And it really makes people think. And I think that's why I'm hoping people will pick up a few things and go like, let me just try that.
Well, that's why these things are so good for us with the tastings, because it's very hard just to, as soon as they taste it, like, oh my God.
So if you say pomegranate, people are going to be like, what's Korean?
But pomegranate glaze, we did it on our Christmas ham, and it was awesome.
Fantastic.
So
that's a good
I
idea.
know a lot of the barbecue guys are using our Korean glaze with their ribs and stuff. Well, you wouldn't sort of think to do that, but it just, and people are coming to us saying, the barbecue sauce is awesome. I now put it in my mince when I make the burgers. So it's in the actual burger and stuff like that. So it's that sort of flavoursome.
I love that factor, and I love the fact that, and so I mean, how do you guys go through creating the flavours? So obviously it's all Kate, who's not here with us.
It's all Kate.
So, and she just comes up with an idea.
She does, She reads a lot and sort of gets different feels for things, and she'll test them at home, test them on me, and
Yep.
I can't do the hot ones. I'm a bit of a wuss, I'll be honest. But she's on her own on the hot ones. But yeah, so it's just her and her flavours and her knowledge over the years of cooking. Yeah. So,
Yeah, unreal.
From England, obviously. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. And I mean, any new flavours coming up?
She's always working on things. We just did about 4 new ones for this show, so I think we'll just probably park it for a minute and
Yep.
then we'll see where we're at. But
Yeah.
the range is getting massive now.
I remember like when I first started chatting to her and she's like, oh, I've got a barbecue rib coming up.
Yeah.
And then 2 minutes later you look at it like, oh my God, like it's just doubled the size.
Yeah.
So you guys
Yeah.
absolutely carry amazing amounts.
Yeah.
I mean, so starting out, what tips do you have? Like, I mean, lots of people starting sauces. I mentioned Mama Melise before, he's just starting up creating a sauce as well. What tips do you have for people that actually, want to get into the game and start selling and creating and
I think
producing?
they have to love it. If you don't love it, there's so many people out there now that are doing it. So I suppose it's that. I mean, our point of difference, which I think worked well for us, was we're all gluten free.
Yeah.
So that's sort of where we try to
niche.
drag them
Yeah.
in, and
Yeah.
But I suppose you just got to love what you do. If you don't love it, it's going to be a tough gig.
No, absolutely, mate.
Yeah,
I think it's
so-
just, you can see the love and passion coming through some of the
Yeah.
flavours, which is just really good.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, we're at a massive barbecue festival. Have you been to Meatstock before?
No.
Oh, first one.
Our first one was supposed to come when it got cancelled.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, car packed, ready to come.
Yeah,
Bang.
bang.
So
All right.
yeah, so this is our first one. So it's been
unreal.
awesome. Yeah,
Oh,
it's been
unreal.
really good.
Yeah, and look, do you barbecue yourself?
We do a bit when we find some time. We've got a smoker, so but it's finding that time. So yeah,
Oh,
but we do a
unreal.
couple of briskets and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's unreal. And look, I think it's just, I mean, I asked this question, like, what does barbecue mean to you? What does barbecue mean to you?
Probably, but for me, barbecue's friends coming around, outside, in the backyard,
Yeah.
catching up, a few beers,
Yep.
and just that relaxed cooking.
Yep.
If you put a brisket on, like we've done a big brisket, we put our smoked coffee rub on top of it,
Yep.
and you just put it in there, and then have a few beers, and then a bit later, it's like perfect. Yeah.
Awesome.
And then there's that reveal on the
Yeah,
big bench,
yeah.
and everyone's like, "Oh, is it going to be dry?" Is it
Yeah.
gonna-" And it's spot on.
It's going to be dry.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's
You're going to
spot on.
love it. You're
So,
going to love it. No, I mean, have you been able to check out anything at Meatstock?
Checked out a bit, but it's pretty much just in out. We've just been so
Yeah,
busy, so it's it's only sort of Kate and I and a couple
One
of
time I got
helpers,
to
so-
check out was like late yesterday. Most of the places were closed, but there was like people actually had nobody with them. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, what are you selling? I'm like, because I love
Yeah.
to. I mean, there's some great stuff out there.
Yeah.
And, things that people are bringing new products out here.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
obviously this is your first as well.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have that little bit more of a chat with people.
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
event.
absolutely, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I guess, was there any specials happening for Meatstock at all?
Yeah, so we're doing a show bag, so it's 3 for $36. You get you get some samples, you get a discount to online.
Yep.
If you buy 5, I'll chuck in a rub, so you get a free rub. So
you're set
yeah.
for months.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you will be.
No
So,
worries.
Yeah.
And where can people find the products? Like, where do you sell them?
So probably in Melbourne, our biggest supplier is Lamanas.
Okay.
But we're online and we're all on that.
Oh, yeah, cool.
It's all on the back there. So yeah, on Instagram, online.
Yep.
Yeah, we're always floating about. We're in a lot of stores.
No worries. So obviously, thanks so much,
Cool.
mate, Wayne.
No worries.
Wayne from
Awesome.
Basketcase Gourmet live at Meatstock Melbourne. I'll catch you. Are you going to any other meat stocks, or are you going to just this one?
We're just going to do Melbourne for
Yep.
the minute, yeah. So maybe next year we'll pack the truck up and get going. But
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see how we go.
Cool. Awesome,
Yeah.
mate. Thank you so much.
Cool.
Thanks, everyone.
guys.
See ya.